Hello and greetings, everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So here we go. We're doing Saturday night's What's New. Yep, What's New. I picked an album from a list of albums that I've been thinking about doing. And I decided to pick this one because I started following this band back in about 2017 when I got a new computer. I was watching some videos and stuff. I hadn't started this channel yet. I wasn't even close to it. But there was a band on there that was a couple girls that were playing a lot of Led Zeppelin and stuff. So I was listening to that. I quite liked them a lot. But then I kind of got away from it when I came back to the channel. I had actually forgotten about them. And now they have a new album that's just come out. So we're going to do that. And the album is from a band called Larkin Poe. The album is called Bloom. So this was released January the 22nd, 2025. It's roughly about 43 minutes in length. It's on the Sony Music label. And it's produced by Larkin Poe as well. So, I'm going to get a drink here. So this is the band that features Rebecca and Megan Lovell. They were a 3-man band with their sister, and then after about 3 years or so, they kind of broke up. And then the two other sisters, Megan and Rebecca Lovell, formed a new band called Larkin Poe, which was an ancestor of theirs who was related to Edgar Allan Poe. So they took that name on as their band. That's how they got their name. So Rebecca Lovell is a guitar. She is the guitar, one of the guitar players. She also does lead vocals, does some piano, banjo, violin, and occasionally does the bass as well. Megan Lovell plays the slide guitar. She does backing vocals and the dobro as well. So this particular album, I believe it has like 10 tracks. Nope, there's 11. I apologize. So 11 tracks on the album. So this album generally has a kind of a country western flair or a southern rock flair. Southern rock, yeah. They've been compared to the Allman Brothers, but I think they're a little bit more country western than they are anything else. But they do have a lot of bluesy sounds to their music. There's a little bit of folky stuff in there, and the slide guitar really adds to the country feel to it. So 11 tracks on the album. The opening track, which is Mockingbird, has a nice slide guitar part at the beginning that initiates the song. Rebecca Lovell, of course, does all the lead vocals. She has a very clear sounding, very, at times, twangy vocals, but a very nice voice. Like she's got a strong, I would say it's medium range. It's not too high, not too low, probably in the medium range sound to it. This particular track, very country, with a little bit of a hard rock element to the music, some catchy riffing, and the video is quite good as well. They have videos on most of their songs, but not all of them. The next song up is Easy Love Part 1. Very country flavor to it. Rebecca's vocals are very country twangy, and the slide guitar really adds to that element here. Next song is called A Little Bit. This is more of a slow, folky country song. The slide guitar part is bringing it more of that slow sound as well. And the vocals, again, clear with that kind of medium range sound to the vocals. I think this is probably the only song on the album I didn't really give a pass to. Just really didn't do anything for me. The next one's called Bluephoria. This is kind of a heavy rocker with a kind of a bluesy twinge to it. The vocals are a little bit drawl. They got a southern drawl to them. I wouldn't call it a country drawl, though. This is more of a bluesy sound to it. Melodic, heavy tempo sound at times as well. The next track out, Easy Love Part 2. Slow, melodic, bluesy sound to it. Vocals are slow with a drawl, of course, and a slow bluesy guitar solo towards the end of the song. Next song up is probably my favorite track on the album, Nowhere Fast. This is kind of a heavy, fast-paced, upper-tempo guitar solo, dominated by guitar. Lots of heavy riffing. It's got that southern rock feel to it. The vocals are heavy, a little bit more raspier than most of their other song. And it does have that kind of slow, crispy kind of guitar sound to it, which is a little bit raw. The next song out is If God Is a Woman. This one's slow, melodic, heavy riffing, very bluesy sounding song. Some crunchy guitar parts here, or crunchy guitar riffing anyways. The vocals are melodic, but still within that sound that that Rebecca is really good for. A slow melodic guitar solo as well. So there's about 3 or 4 tracks in a row that are pretty solid. The next one's called Pearls. This is a slow melodic riff with slower bits, and a little bit of distortion. They used a little bit of distortion in the guitar here, and a very heavy bass riff as well. It's got a clear vocals, strong forward, perfect sound. I think her voice is actually perfect on this. And then it's got this heavy, beefy guitar part, guitar riff, and a slow sliding guitar solo. One of the better songs on the album. Get down to the last 3 songs. They're all okay. They all passed. Didn't enjoy the last 3 songs as much. It's got another clear, smooth guitar vocal sound with a nice slide guitar accompaniment. It's got a very country flavor to the track. A little bit more up-tempo than some of the other country stuff on the album, and some heavy, catchy riffing at points in time. Next song, You Are the River. This is another poppy but kind of country feel to it. Another strong vocal harmony. This one, the 2 girls are both singing it together at parts of it, which really comes across really well. Some nice catchy riffing with a nice slide guitar feel to it as well. I would say Megan's guitar use of the slide guitar is pretty dominant on the album, and no more so than on this song. Excuse me. Next up is Bloom Again, which is the kind of sort of the title track. It's a slow, quiet opening, almost a ballad-like song. I would call this a ballad. And some of the other songs are slow enough that you might want to call them ballads as well. With a nice harmony vocal part by the 2 sisters here, and a strong lead part by Rebecca. Yeah, so it's a pretty solid album, very country-ish in a lot of areas. I would say it's a mix of country and bluesy sounds, and then you've got some hard rock stuff thrown in there at times to kind of break it up. Some ballading type, but I think the vocals are one of 2 really strong parts on the album. I think Rebecca has a very clear, very nice sounding voice. She's one of the better female vocals out here in the rock world, I think. And then you'll also have that dominant slide guitar parts and solos that Megan does throughout the album. So overall, I think it's a pretty strong album for them. Not much different than any of their other albums, but it's new, so it's much easier to listen to. I like new stuff. So anyways, there you go. Larkin Poe and their new album, The Bloom. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit the like and subscribe. That's much appreciated. Or if you want, you can also hit the notification bell so you get notified of the next episode or the next video. Sorry. And if you got any comments about anything I've said, or about Larkin Poe, or about Megan and Rebecca Lovell, or anything that you want to add to the video, you can put that in the comment section below. And we will see you next Saturday night for another episode of What's New. So take care and have a good one. Goodbye.